You got it. Keep going. Keep going a little further. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Oh, you gotta breathe, 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 breathe. Let it go and let it be, be.
Good morning. Cheers. Ollie, boxes, fall leaves, and a beautiful sky. In true CF fashion, had to pause my vest to go to the bathroom. Ouch. There was actually a VHS that my CF clinic gave us when we were growing up. I was probably like, I don't know, 6 or 8 when they gave it to us. And I remember it was Jeremy with cystic fibrosis. And it was like an educational VHS that taught kids with CF. Do you know what I'm gonna say?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll test Peter on this. It was an educational VHS thing to show CF kids that they're not alone, I guess. And
was it a cartoon?
No, real people.
Real people, okay.
And so I'll set the scene, and then you be Jeremy. So here, stand in this doorway.
Oh,
now imagine.
I don't know.
Oh no, I think you'll know it.
Okay.
So imagine the scene. This is a public restroom in the school system, okay? And so the camera like pans under the doors like this, and that's Jeremy sitting on the toilet. And then, it goes. The next scene is like, and sometimes I get.
Ouchie.
No,
Wait, no.
Do you remember?
Nasty, nasty number 2.
Yes, exactly.
That's hilarious.
Oh. And now it's the hour-long car drive to the hospital. We are headed in. I have an appointment with my CF doctor today, and the difference between this drive to the hospital and when we move, our drive to the hospital is we have an hour-long drive this, in Massachusetts. And the other day I was thinking, wow, 20-minute drive is gonna be so different, because part of the hour-long drive is me like mentally preparing for the appointment, but 20 minutes is gonna be great. I mean, shorter drive is amazing. It makes the trip to the hospital not necessarily an all-day event,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I think it's, feel it most on the trip home.
Oh, yes.
Done, and only 20 minutes to get home.
That'll be amazing. And I gotta wake up these lungs. Get ready to do some PFTs. We are so curious if they've come up anymore since the 1 month on this medication.
So is this 2 months?
Yeah, this is 2 months.
Okay, so 8 weeks.
Well, I think
I think you are past 8 weeks.
is that what it is? Yeah, because I finished that 2nd month.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think I'm on my 9th week at this moment.
Wow.
So, let's do this.
My sin is nailed to the cross.
White? It did that thing!
Weird.
Oh, so should we report that? That was random. Our thingy just like shut off and restarted. That's weird.
Weird.
Well, the part that I love is I was trying to start the song back over because I love the part, preach the gospel to myself. And I love that reminder.
Yeah, so good.
Because we have to like remind ourselves of truth in the midst of.
When I stand accused by my regret.
Is it this part?
There we go.
I will preach the gospel to myself.
Jesus is walking with us, no matter what today holds.
It's true.
One of the things I've been kind of wondering about life is I wonder how long my brain will... So, okay, my last few years have just been pretty steady decline, and so I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to, like, my days being run by symptoms and me not being able to kind of choose what to do each day. It's just a matter of what I can do, determined by my health and my symptoms and all of that. Or I know what it feels like to push through, so like going out on the boat for an hour and then when we get home, just that complete and total exhaustion. I know what all of those things feel like, and so each time, each day pretty much, when I'm doing things now that I couldn't do then, I wonder, and I think, wow, what a contrast. What a gift. And I hope I never lose that sense of what a gift each day and each activity with less symptoms. I don't want to lose that all. And that gratitude, but I wonder how long it'll take before my brain is constantly flipping back and forth from like, wow, I was pretty stinking sick before this, or like, I don't know, it's been 2 months now and this is my new normal. It appears that this is my new normal, and I know that it can change in an instant. I know that this is not a guarantee, and I'm well aware, but I feel like I need to give myself this permission to just rest in that this is the new normal. And so for today, while this is my new normal, I'm continuing to make the most of it and be really thankful for it. And I don't think it's bad to think about what it was before. I don't think that's wrong. I don't think it's like dwelling on the past. But I just wonder when will my brain stop thinking that this, I guess this is when it'll switch, when I'm 60, because I lived 30 years with that was my new normal. So now when I turn 60, I'll have lived the same amount with less symptoms.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about like the last 10 years being where your health really progressed.
Yeah, true.
So.
Yeah. Or like in high school when it started progressing more.
Yeah.
I was 11 the first time I went, well, since excluding infancy, because I don't really know how often I was on IVs as an infant. I'm assuming, I think I had some IV antibiotics, but I don't actually know. I don't remember, obviously, but I don't remember being told. So the first time I went on IV antibiotics was when I was 11. So before that, presumably I was on a lot of oral antibiotics, which then took us to the time of like, oh, I remember them saying, we need to pull the trigger, we need to do IV antibiotics. So anyway, from the time I was 11 to 30.
There you go.
But you're right, the last 10 years. So maybe in 10 years from now, my brain will switch, and this will be my new normal.
I think in the next few months, like, it'll be I mean, we have yet to see what the next few months will look like, but it'll be a transition in your kind of mindset. But
yeah, crazy.
Anyways. Okay, we are here. We're in a room, and you ready? Let's do this.
Awesome. You got it. Keep going. Keep going a little further. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Awesome job. Beautiful.
Post PFTs still brings on some coughing, but
What up? 3%.
so that is 14% increase since starting, which is, guys, that's incredible.
crazy.
How's it feel? Is it what you
feels
expected?
Good. I mean, the PFTs were hard.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm still at a spot where my lung function's not like out the roof, but for me it is, and so it's still hard. But I've learned not to judge what are my numbers going to be based on how did it feel when I did my PFT.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's like my whole body was shaking. Like at the second and third one, I was just like trying so
hard. I can tell it was hard.
But yeah, I'm just really thankful, and it's crazy that this medication has shown Oh, I think it is a 14% average. I'm so average.
You're right on par.
I'm just thankful, and yes.
Sorry. You're good. Hi.
No, you're good. Are you okay with being on the video?
You're good to go.
Okay, thanks. I'm just really thankful, and so we're just gonna keep using what I got, and kissing, and we're gonna go down and get blood work, urine, sputum, all the things. They're gonna test everything.
And this was our last visit here before our move, although we may be back.
Yeah, but they are gonna be testing like some bleeding stuff. I'm having more bruising and bloody noses and that sort of thing. So they're gonna test all of that and a whole bunch more and make sure my liver's still doing good and everything. So
well, thanks for coming along for this 8-week update, and
as always,
we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night,
everybody.